Okay, this is Blondie, and what I'm doing now is I'm steering off my legs, okay, and what I'm doing right now is with the right leg, and I'm looking to the left, and I'm putting my right leg on her, okay, and see how she turned like that, and you see I didn't really do the reins at all. I try to keep them in this. You try to keep your reins in this, your hand movements, just kind of like right in this area here. You don't want to be way over. Now you have to get way over when you're training, but once the horse gets better and better, you're going to get away from that. And it's really hard. This is hard. Now I'm putting the right leg on her. See how she turned to the left? Now I'm going to put the left leg on her and look to the right, and see how she turned like that. And I didn't do anything with my reins there. It's hard. It's hard to do this and hold the camera, and because horse. I'm trying to think of how to say this, but horses are, when they become the better and better trained, they're listening to your body and your subtle movements and stuff. And now I'm putting the left leg on and looking to the right. See, she went. So when I check and look at the camera, the viewfinder, to make sure I'm not just recording the dirt, it's hard because it'll subtly change my balance in what I'm looking at. Like we always tell people who are learning how to ride, and even myself, when Eric is coaching me, don't stare at the horse's head. You tend to stare at the horse's head when someone's saying, okay, put more right leg on, looser on the reins, whatever. You end up staring at the horse's head. But when you stare at the horse's head, it puts you subtly off balance, like where you're leaning forward. And even that little thing, if it's not what you want, the horse then end up having to ignore that. And if there's a lot of things that are like that, like you're doing a lot of things, then the horse just has a lot of things that aren't correct or don't mean anything, and the horse has to learn to ignore and ignore and ignore. Now I'm looking to the right, putting my left leg on, and so they have to just keep ignoring you. And that's how you'll hear about horses getting dead-sided and stuff like this or whatever. It's because they've just had a bunch of inexperienced people riding them, and then the horse, just to preserve its own sanity, has to start to ignore stuff, right? But this horse is great. I love this horse. She's, like I said, I just weaned, about a month ago, weaned her foal, Casper, from her, who was sired by Blue-Blooded Bandit. And so what I'm doing now is I'm just putting my left leg on, looking over my right shoulder, looking like that direction, and she's turning that way, see? And now I'm going to do the opposite. Right leg, look this way, and she turns that way, see? And you see my hands are just pretty stationary. Try to get better. And working out in a round pen is nice, like this, when you're working on subtle things, like you're just trying to get her to, move off your leg or something like this, or just you're subtle. Like now I'm putting my left leg and I'm looking, but she wasn't responding. So I just increased the pressure just a hair, and it twisted my body a little bit more pronounced. But it's nice in the round pen because you don't have to worry about obstacles and stuff, or anything. They can just concentrate. That's the good part. Bad part is you really need to get out on the trail. Like if you just train your horse in an arena, they're going to associate a lot of that stuff, you're teaching them, with the arena, period. Put my left leg on, look to the right, She's not responding. There, she did. And so to get out and to mix it up, man, they learn so much on the trail. They really do. So much balance stuff, and because they're like around here, we're in hill country. I mean, you can see my hills over there and everything. So up and down hills and uneven property and all that stuff. And the horses just do. They learn so much. They learn really a lot on how to balance with the rider, and so do you actually. So it's really good. I'm gonna see if I can get her. Hey, sweetie, take a look over here. This is Blondie. Hey, girl. She's actually just concentrating on work. And you see how her ears are coming back to me like that? That's a really good sign when a horse is listening to you like that. She's checking in with me all the time. If they're directly out in front like they are right now, but constantly, and you can't get their attention, their attention is somewhere else, and that could be a bad thing. So anyhow, it's a really storm in here. It just let up, and here's Blondie. I brought her back. She's here in the tack room. Just helped me bring the saddle back, so I'll take the saddle off her. This is Blondie, though. Isn't she pretty? She's such a good girl. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.